What's going on, guys? SRT Whips and Flips. Today I'm going to be showing you all of my dealer inventory. Okay guys, so the first vehicle I do have is a 2016 Chevy Traverse. This vehicle has 167,000 miles, new tires in the front and rear. I did get the rear brakes and rotors replaced, as well as stab links in the front and stab links in the back, and a power steering pump, because the power steering, whenever I first got it, was kind of wonky. It's very nice, no rust. It's a pretty clean vehicle. Does have third row seating, rear climate controls. This is the front. Does have an infotainment system, Bluetooth, navigation, everything like that. So we do have heated seats, rear wipers. There's the infotainment system. Has everything that you would need or want. No lights on the dash. I don't know why it says change engine oil, because I did just get this vehicle an oil change. I am going to need some air in the tires. That's why that light is blinking. That is called the tire pressure sensor. So, heated seats work. Goes right into gear, right into reverse. This is one of the nicer Chevy Traverses that I've had. All the windows work. AC works nice. Those tires look good. Ready for the winter. Motor runs smooth. Okay guys, so these vehicles are usually known for timing issues. This 3.6 liter V6 is known as a bad motor. This one luckily does not have that. I did check the service history, and this timing belt was replaced whenever before they sent it to the auction. So I did pick this vehicle up for about $3,200 out the door. But yeah, let's go on and move on to the next vehicle. Okay, so the next vehicle that I have is a 2011 Dodge Durango. This vehicle does have a front and rear end swap from a 2022 SRT. So the headlights were swapped, the front bumper was swapped, the hood was swapped, the rear bumper was swapped, tail lights were swapped. It does have Trackhawk wheels on it, but the inside is the same as a 2011 Dodge Durango. So this is another all-wheel drive SUV, great for the winter time. That's what I've been trying to get lately, is vehicles that would be good in the winter, because I do live in Ohio. Our winters are very harsh. We get a lot of snow. Like I said, the inside is the same as a 2011 Dodge Durango as far as radio, center console, shifter. But this vehicle is pretty clean as well. Does have third row. This is a 3.6 liter V6. It does have 60,000 miles on the motor and transmission, 180,000 miles on the body. Red calipers. I love these wheels. These are the same style wheels that I do have on my Jeep SRT, but mine are just black. These are more of a silver finish. So it does have a 3.6 liter V6. This motor has 60,000 miles, and so does the transmission. AC works. Everything works on it. Headlights do work. So whenever it was swapped, everything was done correctly. Let's go ahead and fire it up. We do have remote start. AC feels nice. Radio does sound good. Like I said, we do have 180,000 miles on the body, 60,000 miles on the motor and transmission. Does have an ABS light on and a trash control light on. I'm not exactly sure why. I did put a rear speed sensor in it, and then it called for a driver front speed sensor, so I replaced both of those, and now it is still not reading the rear driver speed sensor, so we are going to have to look at that. I believe it does need a wheel bearing. It doesn't hum or anything like that, but I don't believe it's reading right with the speed sensor. So other than that, it's a great vehicle, runs and drives very nice. Suspension was completely rebuilt on the front. Those headlights look very aggressive. Love the way they look. Let's move on to the next vehicle. Okay, so the next vehicle that I have is a 2007 Mercedes ML320. This did just get struts or coilovers all the way around because it did have an air suspension on it, and it did get converted. I still have to raise the front suspension up or lower the back to make it even. This is a CDI, so this is a diesel. Does have a hitch. This vehicle is fully loaded. It is all-wheel drive as well. Great in the wintertime. It is fully loaded with every option. Does have a nice aftermarket radio with navigation, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Does have leather, heated seats, sunroof. Does have TVs in the rear. This vehicle does have 212,000 miles on it, but keep in mind it is a diesel. Diesel motors run forever. They run very, very strong. It's great on gas, gets roughly about 25 miles per gallon. So we're gonna wait for the glow plugs to, so if you look on the dash, whenever I turn the key, that symbol right there is for the glow plug. So you always leave the key turned until that symbol goes off. Radio did power up. Like I said, heated seats work. The only thing that does not work is the active suspension because we did swap it to coilovers. Does have cold AC. Fires right up. There are no lights on the dash. Just needs fuel. Does sound like a diesel. It's not too loud. This vehicle is wired for a sound system. I do have this vehicle listed for $4,500. Ooh, the sweet smell of that diesel. It does smell good. Hitch if you ever need to pull anything. Like I said, this vehicle has 212,000 miles on it. Okay guys, so the next vehicle I have is a 2015 Subaru Impreza. Again, this vehicle is all-wheel drive. Runs and drives great. We did do an AC recharge on this vehicle. I love the paint color. Very nice paint. Very sporty looking car. Has backup camera, has an aftermarket radio. Subaru has a really good all-wheel drive system. Tires on this vehicle are very nice. Does have leather. This seat is ripped. Sunroof. Nice aftermarket radio. Okay. We're going to go ahead and fire this vehicle up. Does have push button start. Foot on the brake, push. 155,000 miles. So we're going to wait for the idle to come down. This is the first time that this vehicle did start. So this is an indication that the engine is still cold. So once this light goes off is usually whenever your engine warms up. So we are idled a little bit high, but that idle will drop down to below 1. Like I said, 155,000 miles on this car. I did just get this vehicle an oil change, so fresh fluids. Battery was replaced. I do like this vehicle a lot. So I do have this vehicle listed at $6,000. I did get it for roughly about $3,800. So that idle is dropping. Like I said, it'll drop even lower as the car warms up. That light did just go off, so it's idling down, as you can see. No lights on the dash. We are all ready to go. Okay, guys, the next vehicle we have is a 2016 Jeep Patriot. This vehicle, unfortunately, is not all-wheel drive. I do have the hood open, so the hood is not, messed up or anything like that. But the vehicle is unfortunately not all-wheel drive, which is very unfortunate. I did get this vehicle for about $2,600 out the door. This is the inside. So the inside is pretty clean. AC works, everything works on it. This vehicle does have 167,000 miles. A little bit of rust coming through the paint right there. This vehicle, whenever it came in, it didn't need anything as far as service goes. Because it ran and drove good. It did come from Enterprise, so it was a rental car. So this is the key fob for it. Everything works on it. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Now, before I fire this vehicle up, these are traditionally not good vehicles. The front subframe rusts out. The back subframe always rusts out. These do have CVT transmissions. I would honestly just stay away from these. The only reason why I get them is because people like them, and I'm a car dealer. I get what people want. So I buy them. I check all those things before I even buy them. So all of those things, this vehicle does not have any of those issues. But like I said, if you guys are interested in one of these, always keep that in mind. CVT transmissions, very expensive to repair. Front cradle and rear subframe always rust out. Let's go ahead and fire this up. So, no lights on the dash. Radio works, everything works on it. So this vehicle I do have listed for $5,500. So I did get it for about $2,600 out the door. Do have it listed for $5,500. Let somebody talk me down. I would even take $4,500 for it. But it's a solid vehicle. It's a newer vehicle. Hey, it's not all-wheel drive, but it has the look of a new vehicle for a little bit of money. Okay, the next vehicle that I have is a 2011 Jeep Wrangler. Does have aftermarket wheels, 33-inch tires. Tires are brand new. Has lots of aftermarket parts. Does have a hard top. Aftermarket radio, grab bars. I really like this vehicle. does have 180,000 miles on it. But man, this thing is clean. Frame is clean. Does have the extra wheel in the back. Has a hitch, backup camera, aftermarket radio with Bluetooth, cold AC. This does have the 3.8 liter V8, or V6, sorry. That is a very, very good engine. Very reliable. I can't stand this grill on it, but you know, I'm just selling the vehicle. If I was keeping this vehicle, which I contemplated keeping it because I love this vehicle so much, I would take this grill off and put a factory grill on it. Don't like that Angry Bird grill. That's what they call it in the Jeep community, an Angry Bird grill. Does have a 3-inch rough country lift kit on it. .8 liter V6. I do have a new battery I put in it. Did just get this vehicle an oil change. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Does have a key fob. This vehicle is 4x4 automatic. Radio power's right on. Let's turn this down. No lights on the dash, ready to go. Like I said, I like this vehicle a lot. Has aftermarket speakers in it. This, I believe, is aftermarket as well. Not 100% sure. The next vehicle I have for sale is a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. This vehicle does have high mileage with 207,000 miles on it. I did get this vehicle for $2,500. I do have to get the bottom side mark or the bottom rear marker lights for it. The inside is very clean. Very clean, especially for this mileage. AC does work. Does have 2 keys with it. This vehicle I did list for $3,800. This vehicle I did list for $3,800. No lights on the dash, but it does have 207,000 miles. Okay guys, so these vehicles are known to burn oil. This 2.4 liter GDI engine, they're not good motors from the factory, no matter if it's maintained by Hyundai. If you get 2,000 mile oil changes, they all burn oil. Very, very bad from the factory. I don't like these vehicles at all. But like I said, I am a car dealer. I get what people like to buy, and people love buying these. This one doesn't have, you know, any issues. It is reliable as of right now, but you know how that goes, especially with a vehicle of this mileage. We will keep our eye on this, and whoever buys it, I always let them know about these issues that the vehicles do have. So I do let anybody that's interested in this Hyundai Sonata know that, hey, these vehicles are known to burn oil from the factory. I would just get the oil changed every 2,000 miles to avoid any catastrophic engine issues. But other than that, it's a great vehicle. Next vehicle is a 2014 Ford Taurus. As far as Fords go, this would be about the best Ford that you can buy. The motors are great. Transmissions hold up very well. These do have 3.5 liter V6s in them. They are known to be very, very reliable. These make great cars for either people that need work cars or college kids, you know, something like that. This one does have leather. It does have a nice screen, nice infotainment system. Not a big fan of the tan interior. Weird place for the trunk button. It does have heated seats. Sports mode. Let's fire it up. So it does have 126,000 miles on the dash. There are no lights except for this airbag light. I'm not sure why it has an airbag light on. I have listed this vehicle for $5,500. I do have roughly about $2,500 into it, so I am a little bit negotiable on it, but they make great cars, very reliable. Big fan of Ford's infotainment system. They do have a nice infotainment system with, like I said, heated seats, navigation, cold AC. These buttons are push button. There are touch screen. Oh, the AC feels very nice. Okay, the next vehicle I have is a 2009 Honda Accord. Great vehicles if they have the 4-cylinder in them, which this one does. Do not buy the V6. The V6 are known for transmission issues. This one does have a little bit of surface rust right here, starting to bubble under the paint. 4-door Honda Accord, 175,000 miles on it. Does have some rust down there, rust here. This vehicle I did list for $3,600. Everything works on this car. This is a great car for somebody that doesn't want to put a lot of money into their car. $178,000 miles, I'm sorry. No lights on the dash, cold AC. AC feels great in here. It is an automatic. Everything works on it. Great cars for people that need a work car. Great cars for college kids. 4-cylinder VTEC motor. It is a great car. Okay, so the next vehicle that we have is a 2012 Toyota Camry. Runs and drives great. It's a Toyota, so you guys know about these. They run and drive great. They run and drive forever. Parts are cheap. Maintenance is cheap. This is the Limited, so it does have a lot of options. It does have a sporty spoiler with carbon fiber inlay. It does have carbon fiber on the door handles, just a little wrap to make it look a little bit more sporty. Body wise, does have a little bit of body damage down there. This car runs and drives great. It does have 207,000 miles on it. Motor fires right up. I do like these seats. These seats are pretty sporty. I've been driving this vehicle for the last week, and I honestly love the way that it runs. Infotainment system does have navigation, does have Bluetooth. It is touchscreen. AC does work. Motor's very dry. Does have a fresh oil change. And this one's all ready to go as well. Okay guys, this is my 2017 Chevy Malibu. This is going to be the last vehicle that I do show you today. If you guys saw my video on this vehicle was an absolute hassle to get back. Overheated lots of times coming back. Check engine light came on, traction control came on, went into limp mode, wouldn't drive. This car was an absolute nightmare, but I did get the issues fixed on it. It needed inner and outer tie rods, and it needed a thermostat. I put those in, and now the vehicle's running and driving great. So it does have scratch right here. This 2017 Chevy Malibu has 167,000 miles on the dash. No lights on the dash as of right now. I just have to test drive it to make sure the code for the thermostat doesn't come back. Does have a nice infotainment system. Inside's nice. So I will be listing this vehicle for $6,500. We do have 2 key fobs with remote start. Has no lights on the dash. Does have an airbag light, not exactly sure why. Thermostat temperatures are reading right at 145 Fahrenheit. Does have Bluetooth, does have all the nice creature comforts in the touchscreen infotainment system. Bluetooth, cold AC. Like I said, I will be listing this vehicle for $6,500. Okay guys, so this is the last vehicle, like I said, that I will be showing today. I do have my right-hand drive 2016 Jeep Wrangler and a couple other vehicles, but they're not here right now. So these are the couple vehicles that you will be seeing today. Okay guys, so that is all the vehicles that I will be showing you today. I do have a couple other vehicles. I have my 2016 Jeep Wrangler right-hand drive. I have Cadillac Escalade, Chrysler Aspen. I do have a couple other vehicles that are getting serviced right now. So I don't have them at the car lot, but these vehicles I have right now, these are all the vehicles available in our inventory. I will be adding, the rest of the vehicles as they come. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick little rundown about our inventory and everything that we have in our inventory. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. Have a great day. If you guys have any questions, comment down below.